Hey everybody, I'm Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and this is our next Saturday with Stacy YouTube class number 497, counting down to 500. And it just so happens that our 500th YouTube class is going to fall on National Scrapbooking Day. Woot woot, woot woot. Couldn't have planned that. You really could not have planned that. It just happened that way. Who knew? So I have got some spectacular things for you on our 500th National Scrapbooking Day YouTube. I hope you will join me then. But for today, what do I have? Well, I got a little bit of a lot. No other way of putting it. Find It Trading has come back, and we have got a full YouTube with them, showing product in a way that, well, they hadn't even thought to use it. And I'm like, yeah, totally, we're gonna do this. They're like, really? And yeah, we're gonna do this. I have got a new color of luster wax from Sizzix to show you, and just a lot of techniques that are easy and fun and accessible, and the product is affordable, and it's meant to help you kind of, I don't know, decompress a little bit. It's really meant to make you feel like you are a rock star, even if you only have 10 minutes to make a card. Maybe you only have 10 minutes to put a layout together. Maybe you only have 30 minutes of crafting per week. Maybe that is your time. This product is going to make you feel like that 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes was so worth it, because you're going to be successful every single time you use it. This I promise you. Now, it is a technique-based class, and my classes are commercial free, so there might be one in the beginning and there might be one at the end. I have no control over that. Google and YouTube gets to put a commercial in the beginning and a commercial in the end, but there will be no commercial during my entire class. And it is a lengthy class, I know that, but this isn't a demo. This is a class. And if you were at a local scrapbooking store and they said, we have a 2-hour class for you, how much would you pay for that? Because here you get it for free. Now, there is a story behind this, and it all happened, well, stop. Back up. We have to back up to go forward. I have winner chicken dinner to talk about. So every YouTube class, we pick 2 winners to get a $25 gift card here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. Now, if you are watching this during the premiere of my Saturday with Stacy classes, which generally are 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom, we have a live chat going, and you will see it somewhere over here. There's a live chat going. If there's nothing there and I'm pointing to air, the live chat's over and this isn't the premiere. If you are live chatting with me, I need you to look down. Just look down. There's a place to post a comment below. Comments in the live chat do not count for a chance to be a winner chicken dinner. Now, what do you have to post? Every now and then I'll throw something in there where you have to be specific. I don't think I'm going to do that today. Today you can post about anything that makes your heart happy. You can say, I'm so excited about the new color of luster wax, or I love Find It Trading, or my child is graduating from kindergarten, 6th grade, junior high, high school, college. You can celebrate with us any kind of occasion that falls in your life. And on an occasion, you might have to share some sad news, and you'd be surprised how many SMS peeps are there for you when that happens. So if you want to be a winner chicken dinner, you gotta play to get paid. There's no question about it. You've got to post that comment. We will review it and approve it. And when I say we, I mean SMS Guy James. So you're not going to see it right away, but SMS Guy James will get it approved for you. And then we have software that arbitrarily, randomly picks out 2 winners. Wahoo Kachoo. I have them right here. Are you excited to hear if you've got $25? Are you? I would be, because free is free. All right, let me put my glasses on. And for those of you who are just joining my channel, Welcome. I'm Stacy. I'm the, in Germany, they call me the crazy American lady. And you know what? I'm good with that. Tim Holtz once called me years ago. He said, "You're the Sizzix lady." I'm okay with that too. I've been called many things in my life, and neither of those would be upsetting for me. So I'm gonna show our winner chicken dinners. They have won a $25 gift card. Congratulations. Oh, okay. This was on the Marabou art crayons. Yes, they were fabulous, and the Hero Arts rub-ons, which were amazing for rub-ons, absolutely. And we used the dyes from Penny Black. We had a lot of great product in that. So our first winner is Michelle. Michele. That's going to eliminate like half the Michelles out there. How about Michelle Wimpelberg? Michelle, hello Michelle, how you doing, girlfriend? Hey girl, hey. If I didn't pronounce that right, you're going to forgive me because, well, I just gave you $25 to spend anyway. That will make your heart happy. You know, that goes a long way for forgiveness, right? So Michelle, you are our first winner chicken dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple for YouTube number 497. Wahoo, but we always do too. So who's our second? Okay, first name, no problem. Easy peasy. Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra. Second name, last name? Wah, wah, wah. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm dyslexic. Seriously dyslexic. Not like haha dyslexic, like, ooh, you're really bad, you're really dyslexic. So sounding this out and getting this name is going to be a struggle for me, even though it's not very many letters. It seems the shorter the word, the harder it is. So Cassandra Haber, I can't do it. I just can't. Cassandra, you'll forgive me too, right? Because you're a winner chicken dinner and you see your name up there and that's all that matters. And both you and Michelle with one L are doing a happy dance and you're rewinding and watching it again and you're rewinding and you're watching it again. And then you're going to call your fur babies in and maybe your kids and perhaps a spouse who is going to think you have completely lost your mind because you're doing a winner chicken dinner dance. But it's okay. I get you. I am your people. I understand you and I am congratulating you. So yes, we do have to do the winner chicken dinner dance. I hope that Cassandra and Michelle stand up and get it done. Are you ready? You're a winner chicken dinner. You're a winner chicken dinner. Wahoo, ka-choo for you. Congratulations to the both of you. I hope that, let me make sure, oh, yep, they've got check marks on them, so the money's already in there. I hope that both of you find something that will make your crafty heart happy and that you use it to the fullest extent you can and maybe pay it forward by whatever you make, sending it out into the world and let somebody else enjoy it. Oh, delivery. We get them every day. Just so happens that they come right when I'm doing my classes, but that's okay. It is what it is. Now, today, what do I have for you today? Well, like I said, I have Find It. I have Sizzix. This is really a technique-based class, although it's very simple. Technique does not have to be hard. It just means how to do something. That's all technique is how to do something. It doesn't have to be difficult to be stunning and beautiful and creative and encouraging to have other people try it. So that is what this is, and we are featuring Find It Trading. Now there is a story. So for those of you who are watching this during the premiere, I'm so sorry. You have to listen to the story unless you turn over. I think Tim Holtz is doing something this morning. So you could turn over from me to him. By the way, we have all this Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous product, the stamps, the stencils, all of it on sale right now at probably the best price you'll find anywhere, plus free goodies, but that's just a shameless plug. Head over to scrapbookingmadesimple.com before Tim gets on and you can already order yours and have it sent almost, I think it's due in on Wednesday. So we will start shipping orders. As soon as it arrives, we'll start shipping those expedited orders. So if you love Tim, you could split screen us, I suppose. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh, if you're watching this during the premiere, you're going to have to just bear with me unless you click on over to watch Tim. But if you're not and you don't want to listen to my story, you are welcome to go fast forward. Bzzz. And when I turn the camera down, because I manually turn it down, I don't have something overhead and in front of me. I have no laptop to see what I'm doing. I have a little 2x2 viewfinder. When you see I go down, that means that I've started the class. But you have to know how this came to be. Otherwise, you can't appreciate the the humor in it all. So, Find It Trading does decoupage, and decoupage, the European decoupage. When we think decoupage here in the States, we think about blowing up a balloon and taking tissue paper and Mod Podge and putting it with all over our balloon, letting it dry and then pop, and we make a little basket. I did it when I was in 3rd grade. We think about paper layering with a Mod Podge type of product. Decoupage over across the pond is also paper layering, but it's stacking paper to make a finished design. Kinda, sorta. I mean, everybody has their own idea of what decoupage is. So they call it 3D punch outs at Find It Trading, and we've been selling them for years. I found it at Find It was a tagline I did years ago at my first Creative World show when I went to Germany, oodles, eons ago. So they also have always done something with stitching. And I'm like, man, I love these stitching cards, but you should see the stitching that they do. It's like serious. It's like needle and thread, and they're doing all of these fancy designs. And I'm like, oh, I cannot get that done. I cannot do this. First off, I would have to get a much stronger pair of readers to be able to get that done. But I looked at the directions, I tried it, and it just wasn't my thing. Not everything is your thing, right? I mean, not everything is my thing either. But I loved the cards. I did. And so I was thinking about it, and I've looked at them again and again, and I thought, should I just order them and try it and go for it? So fast forward to Germany this year, which, is the first time we've been to Germany in 2 years. And so it was closed. And so I go over to the Find It Trading booth, and there's Remco, and he's such a cutie patootie. And Kevin from Aladdin is there, and I mean, everybody's there. Everybody's hanging out because we haven't seen each other in so long. And we're talking, and he's showing me some of the new product, and I said, do you have those stitching kits? And his eyes glisten, they light up. It's like, she's gonna do them. He said, yes, I have some of those stitching kits right here. Let me pull them right out for you. Because he's been like, come on, Stacy, you can do this. You got it, girlfriend, you go. And I'm like, no. So when I asked for him, it was like, oh, the clouds parted, the sun came out, there was a rainbow over his booth because he was so sure I was going to be doing this during a class. That's me stitching, just so you know. So he brings them over, and I open them up, and I take out the little cards, and I feel the back of them. I'm going, I had this idea a while ago, but he's across the pond, and I'm over on this side of the pond, so I needed to see, feel, and touch to be sure that it would work. So I said, do you have any ink? And he's like, ink? And I'm like, yeah, can I have some ink, please? And so he's like, do we have any ink? And they get some ink, and I do what I'm gonna do, and he's like, what's that? And I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. He's like, that's not stitching. I said, I know, but that's what I'm gonna do, and I need you to make exclusive kits just for me. He said, but that's not stitching. And I said, does it really matter if it's stitching? Really? If it's beautiful and it shows off the product in a totally different way than you were expecting it, isn't that a benefit? Because now everybody who likes to do this with the stitching, and let me tell you, it's not like a simple stitch. Their design patterns are so intricate, my brain started to hurt. I said, does it really matter that it's not stitching? Because everybody who likes to stitch and has these for stitching, well, now they have another way of using it. He's like, we've never done that before. I didn't even know you could do that with these. And I'm like, And now you can't tell a single soul until I get this YouTube done. Not a word. I said, I don't want to see this on your YouTube channel. After I do mine, by all means. But until then, shh. So that's what I have for you today. I am taking Find It Trading's stitching cards. We've renamed them because we're not stitching with them. I have got 6 exclusive kits that are so value priced. I think it's a little over $7, and you make 6 cards out of each kit. I'm gonna open up a kit. I'm gonna walk you through the kit. 6 different kits, and nothing is duplicated in the kits, just so you know. But I want you to see what you're gonna get, and then we're going to play. Are you ready for a Find It Trading play day? Me too. Okay, I'm gonna tilt on down and get started. So if you're not in the premiere, you may have fast forwarded. Now's the time I'm going to start. And if you're watching the premiere and you jumped over to Tim, I hope you come back, because really it's a lot of fun. And we do have all that Tim Holtz product available at scrapbookingmadesimple.com or in our retail store. The physical product lands on Wednesday, and we will start shipping then, as long as you have a qualifying expediting order. Okay, I'm going to tilt on down. I'm going to show you some samples, and then we're going to go for it. Are you ready? Me too. It's good to see you. He got so excited. She's gonna do stitching. Oh, no. I love you, Remco, but no. Okay, so pretty. I'm just gonna show you a few samples. This is out of kit number 4. I have 6 kits, and I'm assuming this must have been Elena. Somebody was smart enough to put the set on the back of it. So set number 4, kit number 4. Pretty, right? So I'm going to put that back on number 4, which is this one. And then we go here. Now we've done a little bit more to this one. And this is out of kit number 1, or set number 1. And then we go to here. And you can see the decoupage. Can you see all the paper layering? Can you see how it's all layered on top? So each little individual punch out, no fussy cutting required. But isn't that beautiful? And this is out of set number 6. Now there is an I want it all, absolutely. All 6 sets, but I'm going to start with 1. I'm just going to open one, and we're going to talk about it so you can see what you're going to get in each kit. So they come pre-bundled, bless his pea pickin' heart. It's now piercing layered card set. But do you have to use them for cards? Heavens no. You can use these on your junk journals, altered art, mixed media, scrapbooking pages, by all means, as embellishments. So I'm going to open it up. And inside each kit is the exact same elements, but not the same colors or designs. Important for you to know. First off, you're going to get what we are now calling piercing cards. They are not stitching cards. You could stitch with them. You can absolutely go to the Find It Trading website and see how they did stitching with these, but we've renamed them piercing cards. Hello. You get foam pop dots because you're going to need them to do the decoupage. You get envelopes. 6 of them. What you don't get is card bases. And you're like, hey, wait a minute, why would they give me envelopes and no card bases? Well, because they want you to use the colored cardstock, and they've given you 6 of them that coordinate with the colors of the decoupage. Okay? They want you to score these and make these your card bases. And you absolutely can, and then you're going to have the envelopes to go with them. Or you could use your own card bases, and then you have all of this matting paper that goes perfectly make all your mats, all your embellishments perfectly. Love that idea. See, I would use my own card bases, and I would use this as my matting paper for all of my decoupage. And every kit has got different colors based off of the color of the decoupage that's included. Now this is your decoupage sheet. You're like, okay, let's talk about the decoupage sheet. For those of you who are not familiar, this is a punch-out sheet. They used to do it where you'd have to fussy cut each one of these elements. And I'm like, oh, no, thank you, no, thank you. We want to just push them out. And that's what they do. They're already die cut out, so all you have to do is pop them right out. No scissors required. No scissors required. And you have 3 different decoupage elements. Now, there are people who will use this is one element and this is one element and maybe this is one element, and then they'll use the others and make a decoupage out of that. But how this works is that you've got your first layer right here. That's your base. Then you've got layer number 2, and can you see how it's not as full? You're missing all the background. You pop out layer number 2 and you use those little foam dots to put it on top of layer 1, giving you some dimension. Then you've got layer 3, and you can see it's even got less in that design than layer number 2. You pop out layer number 3 and you put it on layer number 2, which is already on layer number 1. And finally you get down to the bottom where you have just the very final touches. And by the time you're done, you've created something that has got dimension to it. Something that has got dimension to it, separated by the pop dots, almost like a Jolie. If you remember Jolie's years ago, how they were always dimensional, that is what these do. But I will tell you, many people will use these separate elements to get more out of them if they didn't want to make just 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. Then, because he has 6 colors in there, here's your second sheet. So every kit gives you 2 sheets of pop-outs or punch-outs. Why are we going to give you 6 pieces of cardstock if we're only going to give you 3 decoupages? But we don't. We give you 6. With extra elements down at the bottom, so super cute. So each kit, and there's 6 kits, will make at least 6 cards. If you divvy this up properly and don't use it as your card base, and you work with these properly, you're going to get way more than 6 cards out of them. But wait, there's more. We now have sentiments. We haven't had sentiments. Sentiments are new for us. So Remco, Find It Trading, Rockin' Remco. Oh, maybe that's what we should call him, Rockin' Remco, because he rocks it. He really does. I think I like that, Rockin' Remco. He put together a sentiment pack in each set, and the colors all work. Everything is meant to work together. Everything is meant to tie together so that if you've got some adhesive, a pair of scissors, you are good to go. From the matting to, well, the piercing cards that we're going to get to, the decoupage foam dots if you want to use those, the envelopes, it's all in every kit. And each kit's color is slightly different, and the designs on the decoupage are slightly different. And you will see that through the samples when I show you all of the samples. So I want to say that I think they are $8.99, and we have them on sale for a little over $7. Let me go up. Let me go up. These are exclusive to us. Remco put these together, Rockin' Remco put these together specifically for Scrapbooking Made Simple. This is not an ongoing product. It's not. We have so many, and then we don't. This was a lot of work on their behalf for me, for you. So It is not 3 months later down the line, you are not going to be able to find this product. Maybe by then we will have done something different perhaps, but at this kind of a price point, these are a one and done. It's not a move forward. They're not reorderable. Okay, that's the boohoo side. But let's get to the happy part, shall we? Let's just put the lemons over there and let's find some lemonade, right? It's so good. All right, so I'm going to tilt back down again now that you know. Okay, so, and no, the pieces are not sold open stock. So you can't just get the decoupage. You can't do that. It's the whole kit. It's the whole kit and caboodle, with the exception of the piercing cards, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So here's a full set. This is set number 1. I think I'm going to put it over here for just a minute. And again, I have 6 sets just like this. So I have set number 2 and set number 3. And again, I have samples to show you. So, and I have set number 4 and set number 5, and they all have their cards, they all have the envelopes, they all have 6 pieces of cardstock, they all have 2 sheets of decoupage, they all have coordinating sentiments, and set number 6. So let's just push these over there for a moment, and I think I'm going to start with the cards, with the piercing cards. So, piercing cards, let's open them up. What are they? Well, these are the cards that they use to do their stitching with. They have been pre-punched in assorted designs. There's 6 cards per collection because you can do 6 different designs, 6 different decoupages. But I also want you to know that if you just wanted the piercing cards, we have just the piercing cards. These are sold open stock or as an I Want It All bundle. And I have 10 different cards. I think there's 10 different cards, and no 2 have the same design. Crazy, right? So if you have decoupage already at home, you may just want to pick up the piercing cards. Your choice, you decide, it's up to you totally. 6 cards in each. And we do have an I Want It All bundle, and I have a special that goes with this I Want It All bundle, or you just pick up the ones you want. Totally up to you. So these are open stock. And let's just grab another one and let's open it up, just so I have a couple to play with. Now, traditionally, like I said, these were meant to do stitching, and you absolutely can do that. By all means, if you want to pull out your needle and thread, I know that they have stitching elements on his website so you could see how they did the pattern. I can't, I just can't. But when I opened them, when I finally got to see, feel, and touch, I was able to feel the back side. Because the dots are pushed through the front side, I was able to feel the back side of the paper. And it does have texture to it. You can feel the raised dots, which is what I was looking for. I'm like, can we do it? Do you think? So I see all of the pretty different little elements. Which ones do I want to do? Ooh, I love that one. That one's pretty. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. I love that one. So I've got a few here to play with. And if I want to, I suppose I could open a few more. Let's see what's over here. Oh, that one's good. And that one's good. And that one's good. Okay, I have oodles to play with. So typically you would stitch these with a needle and thread. And like I said, he's got some pretty intricate patterns that you can use. But what we've done with them, they have taken them and just used them as a background. Now, I don't know if you can see the little stitch dots in there, and this is with the piercing, which is now a piercing, piercing cards, just to give a little bit of texture, because piercing has become so popular. People now have, manufacturers now have piercing dies and all sorts of stuff. But what if you could get that look without having to do any work at all? Well, hello, hello right here. So I'm gonna start off by doing simple, and I'm gonna show you a couple different techniques using product that you may already have in your crafty stash. And I'm gonna be working with the back side of the card because that's where I feel the dots coming through. That's where I feel them. I do wanna tell you, if you wanted to make the pattern more dimensional, you absolutely could take a gush pad and a piercing tool. So this is a Tim Holtz from Sizzix, and you could go through and just lightly touch each one of these little dots and poke your hole just a little bit to give it even more of a piercing look. That is entirely up to you. Am I going to do that today? No, I'm not, but I'm going through just quickly and piercing, and I'm not sticking my tool all the way in. I'm just kind of poking it through just a little bit, just to open that hole up just a little so that you can see it better. And that may be all you want to do. You could certainly sit in front of the TV or on a plane and do this all day long, because there's really no difficulty about it. You just let yourself go and find the little holes. You just follow the pattern and off you go. And I can open up those holes a little bit bigger. That may be all you want to do, is open those holes a little bit bigger and use it, because it does look like a die has done this. And the die was made to make you look like a rock star, like you sat there and pierced them. Now they've already put the design in. All you have to do is follow it. And before you know it, you're opening up. Wow, you're opening up the little holes. So with the I Want It All bundle, we are including the free piercer. So the Tim Holtz, we're giving you a Tim Holtz piercer. It's like a $5.99, a $6 value. Thank you, Tim. Hello. I bet he's on his YouTube right now showing off his Stampers Anonymous. And well, we have a free gift for all of you from using our Tim Holtz piercer from Sizzix with our Find It Trading piercing cards. But what if you don't want to do all of that work? Maybe that isn't for you. How about we just color? How about we just color? And I'm going to start. I'm going to use this. It's an envelope. I'm going to start super simple. And again, the back side, because that's the side that's got the texture. And I'm going to grab, maybe I'll grab a pink. So I've got my pink Hero Arts inks. I've got my blending brush. I'm gonna put in, and then I'm gonna tap off. Because I wanna keep this kind of light, and I don't want too much of a brush mark. And I'm just gonna come around, and I'm gonna add a little bit of that pink color. And what's going to happen is where those dots are, all of a sudden, they become much easier to see, huh? Look at, see there? Or here. Like you had a die that put that piercing element into your paper. But we don't have the die. It's already been done for you. You don't have to do all the work. You just get to have all the fun. So I'm just going to go around and add some pink ink. That's that's a brand, Pink Ink. It's a brand of stamps. And again, I want to kind of keep it soft. And I could literally stop there. And call it done. Now that's a whole lot easier to see than that. The design is in there. There is a design in there to see. And this is backwards. Oh, zoom, zoom, zoom. But this is far more effective. And that design just pops right up. So you can get away and just use one color. Sure, you can. But what if we wanted to add 2 colors? All right, well then let's put this one there. I bet I go through more of these cards than I can imagine. And how about we add, we'll go with our pink again. And this time I didn't do any pre-piercing. I'm just gonna have at it. Because I'm using the back side of the paper. Now you can use the front side. It's going to be a much softer look because see, nothing's sitting up. Big difference. So the ink isn't going to grab onto anything. You'll get a nice image, but you're not going to get as defined as you would on the back side. Rockin' Remco, he thought I was crazy. And I felt so bad because I know he was like, oh, she's finally gonna do stitching. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do something that everybody will love doing, including me. So if you have a church group or a Girl Scout group or a Boy Scout group or a youth group, the senior center, this is so achievable. And because you can do at least 6 cards for $7, it allows you to get more people involved. Maybe you have a crafty group. So I'm just going to put a little bit of pink everywhere. And then maybe I come back in with some purple. We'll see, purple. Hello, purple. Maybe we'll go with the orchid. Same thing. I want to tap in and I want to tap off because I want to make sure that I get a really nice blend. And I'm just kind of hitting it here and there, no rhyme, no reason. Oh, see, I didn't tap off really great right there. See what I got? And let's just color this up. We all have inks, and it really doesn't matter whose inks you have. A dye-based ink is what you're going to want to use. Okay, and then I might come back and just add a little bit more pink just to kind of cement my color. And this is a soft pink. Pretty. All right. Well, except for my little thing right there. You can see the design and the pattern. You can see the design and the pattern, right? And then we take the decoupage and we start to play with it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one more, maybe in a yellow and a pink, maybe? What color is this one? Maybe yellow pink? Yeah, yellow pink. So I'm gonna do one more, only I'm gonna do it in a yellowy pink. So let's bring over one more. I'm just grabbing them off the top, and I'm gonna start with my yellow. And again, I've got the, I'm gonna grab this one, and I'm gonna show you what happens on the front side, just so you can see the difference. So this one, I'm doing the front side, which you can hear the difference. So it's a little bit softer. Because the paper isn't sticking up to grab the color. A little bit softer, but it's either way, it's how you decide to do it. So let's add a little bit of yellow all the way kind of around. And then some pink. Just to show you, it doesn't really take time. And I'm not really being careful where I'm putting my color. And then let's grab my pink. This time I'm gonna go ultra pink. Let's see what we get with ultra pink. Ooh. Yeah, you're pink. All right, let's add some ultra pink. And you go as heavy or as light as you want. You want to keep it a little soft, then you use less ink. Leave more open negative space. Negative space is that white space. You want to intensify the color, then get it down there and go. Do not be afraid of color. Obviously, I am not. I'll pull the yellow back just to kind of tie them all together and blend them together. Just to kind of cement the colors together and make some nice blends. I think I'm good. Look at how nicely that image comes up. Look at how easy that image comes up. And then it's up to you to grab the decoupage and which one? Ooh, do I want that one? Okay, so I'm gonna pull out number 1. And you can see it just pops out. Now, do I want that there or do I want a mat behind it? That's up to you. And that's where all the extra paper comes in. See, they wanted you to make a card base out of this, and I'm like, no. Nah. Nah. Maybe I do just leave it. blues, dark blue's not so bad. It's a little crazy, but I'm all about a little crazy. So what if I cut that down? Or do I want to use this as my mat? Or do I want to do both? I have options. So I could use this as my mat. So you can see how you can get two of them out of there. Let me straighten out my wonky cut. Okay. I have a whole nother piece to use someplace else. Put that over there for now. Straighten out my wonky cut. I know you all would be using a trimmer right about now. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right, so I've got my number one. Oh no, that side is not good enough. Look at that. I can see it now. Better. All right, so I've got my number one. And I can take that and put that straight down to my mat. I'm just using some Stacy tape, put it straight on down. Done. Now I could call it finished and put that there. Does need to go down a little bit further. Trim it down just a little bit more on each side so I show my beautiful stitched image. There. I could just finish it like that. Put that down and be done. Mat it against my blue. Add it to my card base and call it done. That's how you get more out of your decoupage, because then I could take the additional elements and decoupage those. But I'm going to put it all together. We're going to do it all. I'm going to grab the pop dots that come with it. You don't even have to buy your own foam dots. And I'm going to take my number 2, which is marked right there. Can you see that number 2? So my number 2. I'm going to pop it on out. So there's one part of my number 2. And here's my second part of my number 2. Take my foam dots, put it on the back. You would do a much better job putting foam dots down. I'm just getting some on here so I can attach it to my base. And you're going to have more than enough foam dots to do what you need to do. You'll have foam dots left over. Okay, so I've got some foam dots going on there. Oh, these come off really nice. That's a happy day right there. Look at how easy those come off. I had my tweezers just in case I needed to get in there and like push in the center to pull up, but those come off super easy. Yay. Now, I line my number 2 right on top of my number 1. And you just line it up and put it down. And I've started to make dimension. I've started to add layers. I've got this one here, and this one here fits right there. So let's take off my little tabs to expose my sticky. I mean, this is the perfect craft for a group because it requires, there's no wet glue. You could have all the mats pre-cut. So now I've got my second layer down. Now I come back in and I've got layer 3 right here, and it says layer number 3. So let's pull that off. Add my sticky dots to the back. Okay, the tweezers came in handy. Now, some people like to use lots of foam dots, and you can use as many as you want. In fact, we brought home a sample from Creativation that has more foam dots on it than is really needed, but we wanted to make sure it was popped up properly. Okay, so here's my little image, my little flower. I find the exact same flower right there, and I'm adding a third layer to it. Take off my little backings. Did that hit the trash? Absolutely not. Did any of this hit the trash? Heavens no. That's what a shop vac is for. So you may lose your Stacy tape to see, can you see it? Let me see if I can get it to zoom in. You may lose your Stacy tape to a toolbox outside, but Mr. SMS lost his shop vac to our store. Seemed fair enough. Okay, I'm going to put this right on top of the one that I just did. Look at that. There it is. And again, it's all about creating, let's see if that's better. It's all about creating dimension. And I do have one last one left, number 4. Number 4 is always going to be the least amount of design. It's the last one that goes right on top. A few foam dots, 1 and 1. Take it off, zoop and zoop. Sound effects required when you're crafting with me. And line it up. And I have made a 3D embellishment. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. Then I can put that right down there in the center. Take some Stacy tape. I'm using the little thing from Aussie Andrew to see how much I like it. Because Stacy tape tears all by itself. You don't really need to use it for this, but maybe for red line it might be a good tool. I don't know, or maybe it's just easier for you to have that. That was in Aussie Andrew's Make It Monday. Ooh, did that go fast. Wowie kadowie. And pull off the liner, expose the sticky. Let's mat. Some Stacy. It tears really simple, so you might find it's easier just to rip your Stacy tape than to use that. But other people were saying for red line and things like that, where it is maybe more difficult, that it has to be cut, that little tool might be a good thing. Okay. Line it up. I like it on the blue actually. And then don't forget, he gives you all the sentiments. So I miss you, I love you, be brave, be happy, joy, thank you, cheers, home sweet home. There's always a reason to smile, thinking of you, thank you. I mean, just for you, thanks. Dream, there's a little bit of everything here. Hip, hip, hooray. I miss you. Which one do we want to do? Do we want I miss you? Or happy birthday? Or just for you? Happy birthday maybe. And again, you just pop it right on out. I should have put this one higher. Can I get it? Oh, Stacy, nope, Stacy tape is not gonna let me do that. Happy birthday. How about we put it on the inside? I don't know. I hate to cover it up, but there, a card made. Add it to your base and you're good to go. But look at how we used the new piercing cards as opposed to stitching cards. And now you've seen how the 3D works, how the elements work. They're very simple. And pending if you want to use one color, two colors, what mix do you want to do to get it done? You just use the back side. That's going to give you the most bang for your buck. If you want it to be more subtle, you use the front side. But it's just taking a piece of paper. Doesn't that look like a die that stitched it? Right? But it didn't. You didn't have to do hardly any of the work. Okay, moving on. Let's put this one away. And let's pull out maybe this one. This time I'm gonna change up. I'm gonna change up how I'm going to ink the cards. The first time I showed you was with inks. What inks you got? This time we're gonna do it differently. And do I want this one? Maybe I want this one. How about we play maybe with this one? I like this one. Well, I like them all, but I can see that I like that peacock is beautiful. So this is kit number 2 or set number 2. And it's a wash, rinse, and repeat. I've got 6 piercing cards that are going to be different from the piercing cards in the other sets. I've got 6 envelopes. I've got my pop dots, my foam dots. I have got 6 pieces of cardstock that they would like you to make your card bases out of. And I said I want to use it to make my matting out of. 6 pieces of cardstock. Then I have got 2 decoupage sheets, and 2 decoupage sheets used fully the way they are supposed to be used will give you 3 elements out of each. So 1, 2, 3, or you kind of piece it together and you can get way more out of it. Completely up to you. They're already die cut. You don't have to do anything other than pop them out. Here's the other one that comes with the set that I'm doing. And then the sentiments. Let's open the sentiments. So you've got, I think are they the same words? Yep, it's the same words, but in different colors. So the same sentiments, but in different colors, all to match the cardstock and the decoupage and the elements. Look at how pretty is that. So we've got it all. It's a wash, rinse, and repeat, only with a different different pattern. Here we've got the peacocks, which I really like. All right, so let's play with this one. Only I'm going to ink it differently. Let's grab one and let's ink it. Does that one work for me? Ooh. I think I want this one. This time, and I'm going to use the back side so you can hear. Back side, front side smooth. I'm going to use the back side, and I'm going to bring out my Marabou crayons, because maybe you already own Marabou crayons. Maybe you've ordered Marabou crayons. We've used them on the past couple YouTubes. I'm taking a baby wipe. I'm going to start with a yellow. This is a soft pastel crayon. It is so creamy that you can just smudge it without any problem. Yes, smudge. Yes, smudge it. It works, it's water soluble. It is a soft pastel that is simply dreamy. And these are the new shimmers. I had them in, is it last week's YouTube? I don't even know. I had them in last week's YouTube. The shimmers are a brand new one for Marabou, and it's not like shimmer, it's like shimmer. You know, not woo, it's like woo. So I'm gonna take it with my baby wipe, and I'm just gonna add some color. I'm not necessarily gonna be specific about it. Some might get a little more yellow, some might get a little less yellow. I'm just trying to get some color on here. Then let's bring in the blue. And I'm gonna go right on top of this yellow. So when I say that this is accessible to everybody, that everybody's going to be successful with it, let me tell you, I did a class with 90 kids, 70, 80, 90, at a high school for the Yes I Can program. And I was able to have them work with Marabou crayons, die cut, stamp, and every one of them was successful with it. So maybe some more yellow. And it almost looks like it's a watercolor splash. A watercolor splash. Look at how pretty that's becoming. I can go back and add more blue. Still using the same baby wipe. Up to you how much color you want to add. Maybe some darker areas. It's looking good. I don't know if you guys can see it. I never know what my camera picks up and what it doesn't because I don't watch them. So I can only hope that it looks as good on camera as it does here. Now I'm going to flip it because I don't want to add any more blue. And I'm going to put that yellow back on and throw a little more yellow in here. And again, just with a baby wipe. So to me, that's dreamy. And this was done with a Marabou crayon. Now, it's not as intense as it is with the ink. It's a little softer to see it. A little bit softer. And you may want to bring back over, bring back over. You may want to flip this over and come in and add a little definition. Now, I might not want to do my whole entire image, but I may want to come back through and maybe pop some of these around the frame side. And I'm just touching where the holes already are. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just following what they already gave me. That works for me. And I'm just sitting here going along. And I can open it a little bit more. Up to you if you want to do that or if you don't. But I love the color. Let's do another one. And this one looks good. And another baby wipe. And because I'm me, we're going to start with yellow. I don't know why, I just like yellow. Yellow can go with the cools and it can go with the warms. It's a happy color. It blends with blues and greens, but it also blends with oranges and reds. It's like your perfect little foundation. You blend whatever colors make your heart happy. Now I am on the back side. And again, just a little bit of color everywhere because I'm going to come back and add more. I got a little blue on there. Oh, I still got some on there. And then let's come in with some pink. And these again are the shimmer. So it's going to have a very slight shimmer to it. It's not going to be like, ooh, I'm shimmery, like a mermaid shimmery. No, no, no. It's going to be like a satin shimmery, like, ooh, nice satin. And I'm just going to add some color here and there. And you can see I'm not being specific where I'm putting it. I'm not, it's just kind of willy-nilly. Do people still say willy-nilly? I sent an email today to a few people because I wanted something. And I needed them to understand okay, wait a minute. Before I got, wait. So I sent an email to a few people today because I wanted something. I did. But I didn't want to come right out and say, this is what I want. Because I'm typically not, well, I can be like that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I don't want that. That would be saying that. But so I sent this email with this story because I have oodles of stories. I've got so many stories. It didn't have to do with my parents, but it did have to do with me when I was younger and going out for a job interview. And this is when if you had a dress or a skirt on, you wore pantyhose or tights, and my pantyhose, they got a run in them getting into my car, and I had to go to a job interview. I couldn't have been much more than 17 years old, and I run into Save-Ons, and I grab legs. Do you remember the pantyhose in the eggs? I'm trying to explain this to a few people who are across the pond. Trying to explain, first, pantyhose are called tights, and yes, we actually had pantyhose that came out of an egg, and trying to explain this to them because I needed to get to the moral of the story, which was that I picked the right size but the wrong color because all the packaging looked the same. So I finally got to the moral of my story, but the fact is I'm sending this email about pantyhose in an egg, trying to explain to them. They think I'm crazy, but that's okay. A little crazy is good sometimes, right? Isn't that what Willy Wonka said? A little something now and then. So I'm adding my color and I'm just being willy-nilly about it, a little crazy about it. Maybe a little more pink. I haven't heard back whether they understood what I was trying to say or not. I had to ask Claire, what do they call pantyhose across the pond? She's like, oh, they're tights. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call them tights and see if they get it. But did you have a pantyhose out of an egg? I did. Oh my gosh, those bring back such good memories. Time gone by when I was a size 4. And $4.95 bought you, I think it was a 2-pack of pair of pantyhose. Boy, you can't get that these days, let me tell you. I don't even know if they still make pantyhose. Okay, how pretty is this? Ooh, and I'm starting to see the shimmer come up. Now, if I want it darker, I go darker. If I want it lighter, I go lighter. And as it dries, you can start to see the design. It is not as popping as the ink. It's a little softer, but you've got that beautiful shimmer going on. And I did do it on the back side. And I can go darker, and the darker you go, sometimes it's a little easier to see the design. Don't want to ruin this though. I really like it. All right, we're gonna call it done because I'm happy with it, and frankly, I don't want to ruin it. But you can just keep layering and layering, and you see I'm just dabbing, 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 and it's so pretty. So I have the 2 to play with. My call. And this time I used Marabou crayons. Whether you use the shimmer crayons or you use the regular colors, it's entirely up to you. But if you have them, you still get the look. You still can see the piercing element. It's a little subtler, but when you give it to somebody, there is no doubt it is there and they will notice it. It's just a beautiful way to add a design element without having to do much work. Wahoo kachoo. So let's take, and do I want to do this one? Let's take, which one do I want to do? How about here? So I've got number 1. Oh, it's beautiful inside there. Let's do number 2. Come on. 2, 3. So I'm just popping them out. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. They're held in there by little tabs of paper. And then my last one, 4. And that still leaves me a whole nother 2 more elements that I could do, plus all of these, because every kit comes with 6. Now, let's see, what do I have in the way of? You know, I know this is crazy. Oh, maybe I like the 2 of them. I love this against that. That looks beautiful. Oh, and that fills up that space nicely. I think that I'm just going to put it straight down. And I'll use that. I might even double mat it. Wahahaha. So, pop dots, where did you go? Pop dots, hello pop dots. Anybody see where I put the ones that I opened? No? Me neither. All right. Well, it's a good thing they never go bad. And I'm going to pop dot this guy on up. My little foam dots. You probably would spread them out a little differently, but I'm just wanting to get some on here. So I've got my foam dots. I'm going to peel up all the little backings. I like how easy they come off. Sometimes I struggle with this, but these are coming off really nice. Well done, Rockin' Remco. Huh. I might have to order his pop dots, because they don't cause me stress. Okay. So I'm going to put this straight down on here. Okay, one done. Now, my next layer will be the next one that has almost as much detail. Pop dot it away. Oh, I got to pull out that center. So see that little white piece? That needs to come out. And this one needs to come out. There we go. So we have a more, we don't want that little white piece to show through. If you are a fan of Find It Trading, I think you're going to really like these. And now that Rockin' Remco understands what I'm doing with them, so the funny thing is, he said, he sent me an email. He said, because we make samples and sometimes the manufacturers will help with samples. And he said, we've never done anything like this before. The girls don't know what to, how to help you with samples. I said, just have them ink it. Just have them ink it. And he said, okay, I'll ask them. So I get an email back. He said, they're having the best time. They had never thought to turn the cards over and ink them. He said they're having the best time making samples, and that's like, yay. So we have some of samples from Remco's team and some samples from the SMS team. And I'm just going to pop that one right on top. Oh, that's a little off. Ooh, can I pull it up? Yeah. Yes. Wahaha. Let's try again and see if I can get that more. That's better. All right, and I would just continue to layer and layer and layer. What if I just put 2 or 3 down the center and put them on? So that one and that one. You would do a much better job putting pop dots on. Look at how easy these come off. And let's line up the little plume on his head. That seems to be okay. Done. And done. Now I have made a very dimensional element. Very dimensional. Lots of little squares around here. I'm going to try and get them into the trash so Ellie doesn't, no, we'll vacuum long before Ellie gets in here. And then onto my blue, which I just need to cut right in half. Tape it down. Expose my sticky. Line it up, and I want it to be just a little bit of a matte. Just a whisper. Trim off the bottom so the bottom matches the rest of it. Just a whisper of a matte. And then I could take it and put it against the green. Just a whisper of a matte. So they want you to use those as your card bases. I'm like, no way. I have a better idea of what to do with all that beautiful paper that coordinates with everything. No need to try and go to your cardstock stash and say nope, nope, nope. They've already done the work for you. Okay. So I've got this one good. And just kind of a whisper of a matte. And I did the same thing. I put it right down smack in the how about for you? No, I don't like that. I don't like the green. Oh. Cheers is too big. See, I did the same thing. I put them right dab smack in the center, but I'll be okay with that. Cheers. This one, what color is this? Oh, there we go. That'd work. There. Or there. Oh, that'll do. Hello, thank you. That fits just perfectly right there. It looks like it's got a mat already around it. I could pop it if I want. I got the pop dots. Scent with love. There we go. Ta-da! So, do we have, let's bring this one back. Miss You, scent, whoa, it does have a scent with love. Just for you. For you, love. No, maybe just for you. No, I miss you. What did I do with that happy birthday? I lost my happy birthday. No, I just can't. I tried, but I just can't. I'm happy with this one. I'll put the sentiment on the inside when I'm done with this one. All right, so we're moving on. So far we have played with inks and we played with soft pastel crayons from Marabou. We've done both. Different looks, both beautiful. This definitely a little more watercolory. I don't know what I did with the other one that I was playing with. A little more watercolory. And this one, the pattern pops just a little bit more. We're moving on. Time to get out the next thing to play with. And this time, it's all about the luster wax. Oh, yay. Pop dots. Let's try not to lose them this time. Oh, here's the other one. Look at how pretty the shimmer is now. Oh my goodness gracious, that's beautiful. Okay, so, what do we want to do? Maybe I pull out, how about set number 6? You want to see what's in set number 6? So I've got piercing cards, my 6 envelopes, my pop dots, my cardstock. Ooh, look at that green. That green is gorgeous. My cardstock. I have 2 sets of Decoupage punch-out sheets. 2 sets. And I have my words all ready to go. This time, however, I'm going to play with my luster wax. Now, I'm just going to grab a random couple cards just so I can show you the colors of the luster wax, because I don't have any white paper. Do I have white paper? Can I have white paper? Could I get white paper? I suppose I can get some white paper. All right. Problem resolved. I found some white paper. So, luster wax. What is it? Well, it's from Sizzix. It is a true wax-based product. It will go over everything, and I do mean everything. Wood and plastic and metal and paper and you can just keep going. Let's grab a piece of black just so you can see the difference. And let's play. So luster wax originally came in 3 colors, and those 3 colors were silver, gold, and what they call rose gold. It's not rose gold, it's copper. Do they still call it rose gold? Are they still trying? Yep, they're still calling it rose gold. Yeah, not so much. It's copper. There's no Rosie in there. Rosie has left the building. So they originally came out with 3 colors. And let me tell you, these are the original jars that I've had for, I don't know, maybe 3 years they've been out. These are my original jars, and I use them all the time. And I can give you an idea of, here's a new one. Is this a new one? Oh, see, look at, there's a new one. Versus mine 3 years later. So it goes a long way. There's no doubt about it. Gosh, that just makes me want to put my finger in there and use it, but I won't. So original 3 colors. Then they came out with what they call their, are they calling it their mystical? Are they calling it their rainbow? Lilac rainbow, which is an interference color. It's kind of a creamy color until you use it, and then it goes to a purpley color. And I will do that for you. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a bouncer. Hold, please. Bouncer, I'm back. I'm missing one of these. I need 5 of them because there's 5 colors now. So I showed luster wax not too long ago. It is a true wax-based product, and the open time for it is really, really long. And you're like, what does open time mean? It means how long you can make it move, how much you can get done with it. Nope, not that one. In a short period of time. So there's my gold. And I can put it on super thick or super thin, but it will continue to move. I mean, I didn't put very much on here, and yet it continues to move. As I'm moving it, it'll thin it out. But look at how far I can get it to go. That's open time. And that's because it's a wax-based product. It will dry on metal, on wood, on plastic, on glass. Absolutely. I can go back in and add some more color if I want to get it darker and have it a little more opaque. If I want it more solid in the look, I just add more, but I can continue to just keep moving it. It's crazy. Well, now you can see why a little goes a long way. And what you do with it, you can then die cut with it. You can then, and I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I just take my spouncer in, pull up a little bit. And then move it around. Until I've got it to the intensity that I want it to be. Totally up to you. It hides that black paper perfectly. You can take your yucky, ugly paper, put luster wax over it, and you never see that yucky, ugly paper that's underneath it. It's a great way to use paper you thought, oh, I have to have this. And then 3 years later, you're like, what the heck? Why did I buy this? But you can't throw it away because you paid for it. So you're waiting to find just the right moment to use it. Pull out your luster wax. Now you can die cut. You can do anything you want with this. Does it dry? Yes, it does. This is a no mess, no fuss, no muss type of product. Look at beautiful. It's equally as beautiful on white because it goes opaque. So instead of black coming through, it's going to be white coming through until I get enough on there where it just is now gold. See, it hides everything. It's like a good girdle. Well, okay, I have a girdle, so I don't want to hear about it. And no, it's not a Spanx. That's out of my league. I have a shaper. I don't wear it very frequently because I don't go anywhere. That requires me to be shapely. But in the heyday, it was a plain old girdle. And I love Dolly Parton in Still Magnolias, where she says to is it Olympia Dukakis, these thighs haven't been outside without a girdle since I was 13. That was such a great movie. All right, so it hides it. Look at, see? Whether you use white, whether you use black, you're going to end up with gold. So luster wax has been a very popular product. Uber popular product. And they had the 4 colors. Let me do the rainbow real quick just so you can see it. Because the rainbow does work a little bit better on the black than it does the white. Boy, I've got it all over my fingers now. Ooh, see? What looks like a ivory to you is not. It's actually a interference color of a purple. See, that's what it looks like. It looks like it would be white or ivory, but then you move it around, and all of a sudden you've got an interference color of purple going on. And again, the more you use, the more you layer, the more intense that purple's going to be. So there's your interference. Really pretty. But let's see it on white real quick, just so you can see the difference. See, now that doesn't look anything. You're like, I don't even see it. That doesn't look anything like this until you start to move it. And you'll get an interference color depending on which way you move it. So it almost leaves your paper white. It's almost like a sneak up on you color. When you put it on white, that's the best way I would explain it. It's kind of like a sneak up on you color because you don't notice it until you notice it. You don't realize it's there until you shift your paper. So you don't notice it until you notice it. So on white, it's very cool because it's there but not. See, look at that. It's beautiful. But if you look at it straight on, you don't see it. But then you start moving it around and it's like, hey, what's that? Where with the black, it's very prominent. It's hello, pay attention to me. Everybody look at me, please. While the white is like, oh, I'm not a wallflower. I'm definitely something special, but you have to look a little deeper. I'm a little deep. Here, I'm shallow. Just pay attention to me. Here. So that's how I would think of the rainbow color. It looks great on the white, depending on what you're doing and what effect you want it to have on your finished product. Okay, so that's luster wax. But they brought out new colors, 2 new colors. Today I am featuring one of those new colors. I think next week I'll talk to you about the other. And it is, are they calling it charcoal? Because that's what I think it is. Why, yes, they are calling it charcoal. Well done, you Sizzix. Absolutely well done. They're cringing as they watch this. I don't think they watch my YouTube, so it's okay. They only watch when they think I'm using something of theirs, and I didn't really tell them that I was going to use this today. So we'll see. Okay, so on my craft mat. Look at, see, not coming up. Not so easy because it sticks. I mean, it holds to it. If you're doing metal or wood or plastic, if you have a 3D printer, oh my gosh, you're going to love this stuff because it's going to color all of your 3D printing. It's going to cover that plastic beautifully. How do I get it off? A little bit of water, and this is water. See, W for water. Mr. Clean eraser, and bam. Right off, no problem. Easy peasy. So a Mr. Clean eraser is going to be your best friend if you're using it on a craft mat or a table or whatever, because you do want to be able to get it off. It's not going to hurt it, but you do want to be able to get it off. Now, they did bring out new colors. 2 new colors, and like I said, this week I'm showing the charcoal. Next week I think I might be doing the next color, but I haven't decided yet. Decisions. I'm a fly by my seat of my pants kind of girl. So the new color, charcoal, let's see what it looks like. And look at that beautiful unused jar. I mean, that just sings to me. Ah, use me. Well, I will, I promise. Oh my gosh, I just love. Oh, it's just yummy. So on white, look at that yummy color. It's not silver, it's charcoal. But it's not burnt charcoal. It's pretty charcoal. Ooh, right? Let's see it on black because it's going to look totally different on black paper. It makes a black paper almost look like it's satin. So it almost gives black paper like this pewter, satiny, suede-y type of look, where on white, completely different. And you put it on as heavy as you want, on glass, on paper, on plastic, on metal. Same color. a little bit different of a look. Now you put it on heavy enough and it's going to cover everything. It's going to cover absolutely everything. But if I keep it kind of light, so there it is, kind of light on white paper. And there it is, kind of light on black. So charcoal is the new color, and we're gonna play with it on our piercing sheets. You're like, we're gonna play with it on our piercing sheets? Oh, but we are. Let's see, I've got just a few more left. Should I open up another? Should I open up another? Okay, so what if we took, I've got 3 of them. I can do 3 of them. What colors do we want to do? What if we took our charcoal and for this, I'm going to tap off right here. See that? Right there, right on my craft mat. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add my color. I'm going to use this kind of as a palette. Now it's up to me how much I want to put down. So here's a start. Here's like a first layer. Kind of like a first layer. Then I could come back and darken it up. And just add coat upon coat upon coat. And I'm using my craft mat kind of as a palette. And I'm making a pewter color paper. That's got that metallic sheen and look at that. See the metallic shine to it? But I could keep going. It's all up to me how dark I want it to be. And I can see, because it's got that sheen to it, I can see my design so easily. Oh, my nose itches. I hope I just didn't put pewter all over my nose. You'll have to let me know. Look, isn't that beautiful? And this is on white paper. And I could continue to go in and darken until it's a solid color if I want, but I kind of like it. But what if we took, I'm gonna have to open up a whole other pack, I already know that. What if we took, well, I've got pewter on my hands now, we're gonna start with pewter on this one, or charcoal luster wax. What if we went in and I just edged it. I just edged my paper. Again, it's got that sheen that's coming through. Or I went in and I mixed my colors. So I've got a base of my charcoal down, but let's see what it would look like if I added some gold. Make my little palette over here. And come in and maybe hit it with some gold. Now it looks like I'm making metal. And my design is still there because of the sheen, because of the metallic aspect of the luster wax. That design still pops so good. But what if I go back and I want to add a little more charcoal? I could just blend until my heart is happy. My heart says stop, but my hand says no, more. Look at how cool that looks. Can you see the design? Look at that. It's amazing. I love the blends. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. So I did just charcoal. Just charcoal. Then I did the charcoal and the gold. Ooh. Let's do another one. We'll do charcoal again, since it's the new color. The other new color is ivory, and I think we'll see that next week. I think it's next week. So I'm leaving this one almost empty in the middle. I don't know that it'll stay that way. Oh! He better slow down or that ambulance is going to be coming for him. Okay, so kind of got an open center there. Leave a little negative space. And then how about some rose gold? Copper. Copper. Make my little palette. little bit more of my rose gold, copper. Well, maybe I do want my charcoal in the middle. And then rose gold again. I mean, I could just sit here and blend and blend and blend. And you're going to have your luster wax for quite some time. It is not a water-based product. It is a wax-based product. And it does smell like orange oil. I just want to have some highs and some lows. Ooh, that was a lot. So let's blend some of that on out. There we go. Oh, yeah. Some darks and some highs and some lows. Oh. Okay. To me, that's yummy. Maybe a little more right there, right? See, I could just keep blending them together and blending them out, but oh, I think the colors are magical when you mix them together. Love them. And because you've got so much open time, you have a chance to go in there and blend it out if it's too much or add more in. Luster wax is stunning on these, and it changes the entire feel. It changes the entire feel. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. These are elegant. These are stunning. And you may already have 1, 2, 3, or 4 colors of luster wax. Now we've got the charcoal, which I think was needed because it's great. I mean, this is a great guy. It has a feminine design to it, but in those colors, it definitely lends to a guy. I wonder if we do this one super dark. Let's see if I can get this one super dark and then maybe add just some silver to it. Oh, Stacy, you went way, way. Oh, I'm never going to get all this off. I forgot that this one's brand new. Holy smokes, artichokes. Well, I shouldn't have a problem getting this one way, way dark. Oh my gosh, I pulled up so much. I forgot it was new and not my older ones. I didn't have to go that deep. But that's okay. Better you see me do it than you do it. See, I really pushed down in there when really all I had to do was almost just tap it in. Trying to get it all off my dauber. This is definitely now my charcoal dauber for sure. Let's get that color in there. Okay. Let's go in with silver. Hello, silver. See how far down silver is? Or should we go over it with, should we even try it? What's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't look good, I can just go over the top of it, right? It's going to start with silver, but maybe Maybe I hit it with a little bit of rainbow. So now it has just a little bit of iridescence to it. Just a little bit of iridescence to it when you move it. Not too much. I didn't put too much on there. Look at how beautiful these are. And then, oh, I don't want to waste all of this. What if I grab a blank sponge? I think I can, no, I'm not going to be able to pick it all up. Thought maybe I could grab it and just make a mishmash one, but nope, it's dry. Yes, that's the right lid. And that's the right lid. And that's the right lid. Wahoo for me. That's the right lid. All right, so I have these three to play with. And I want to clean my desk. Oh, Stacy. It's just sitting here on my table saying, you're really going to just wipe me up? No, I'm going to use you. And because I've got so much open time, oh, I'm just going to blend you all the way out. I'm picking it up off my desk. This is the charcoal, and I'm just using what I got all over my desk. Stop bending it, Stacy. And then I suppose I could come in with my silver now that we can do the silver. Just have some highs and lows of some silver going on. Pick up my charcoal and some highs and lows of my charcoal blended with my silver. Okay, I feel better. I didn't waste it. So now I've got the twos going on. Okay. I don't know what we'll do with it, but I feel better. Okay, a little bit of water. Psh, psh. Little bit of, and that's a psh, psh. Little bit of magic eraser. Get in there. Psh. Get it all up. And then wipe your mat on down. That is going to be your fastest, easiest way of cleaning your mat. Alcohol is not going to do it. And I am back, very nice handprint, back to square one, which leaves me with these to do something with. Love these. Oh, so pretty. So let's see, what colors do I have? Ooh. So this is set 6. And look at how spectacular this is going to go. This is with the charcoal. Oh yeah, with the charcoal and a little bit of that rainbow, just to give a little bit of that purple hue. It's not purple, it's charcoal, but when you turn it, you get a little bit of that purple hue. Love that. And then I could do, I want to do that one. What is in this one? Ooh, which one do I want to do? Oh, that's awful pretty. And then I could do this one. Oh, that looks so good. And that leaves me this one. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Ha 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 ha. The wings pick up that gold in there perfectly. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I could put this one up here just a little bit and have room for a sentiment down there. Let's tape them down. Or do I like this one? Oh, no, I think I'm good. No, I'm gonna leave it be. Stop. Let's just tape them down. And I'm not gonna do the layering because you've seen how it's done. You get the whole idea of it. So do I want my card to go this way? Or this way? I think I'm gonna have it go that way. Little Stacy tape, you would do a much better job. Fold it back in on itself if you've gone too far, if you've got too much. It's double-sided tape, so it will fold perfectly right back into itself. That looks good there. And then it's got a few little extra things here and there that you could take and add. So let's put this one here. That is so pretty on this one. So pretty. And then here, and this might be my favorite of them all. And I'm not adding an additional mat around them. And then I've got the colors of the cardstock that it came with. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do that one. And then we've got this one. Ooh, that's pretty. That's too loud. But that's pretty. So we'll do that one. And then last but not least, nope. All right, we've got a plan. you would do a better job. I've said that again and again. I just don't want you to think that this is the proper way to tape anything down, because it's not. This is me in a hurry. I'll take these downstairs and the girls will add the sentiments to them, and they'll put them on card bases for me. And then when we're all done with them, we donate them to a church that has a summer youth camp out. They go to Hume Lake, I think it is. And we give them to the church, and they sell them for $1 each. But it goes to provide scholarships for their kids who are part of the church who couldn't afford to attend summer camp. So we give them away, and hopefully it makes a difference in a youngster's life. We also give them to the senior center, and we give them to the senior center, and we give them to the church. Those are the 2 places they go. Don't know if I want to add a sentiment. We'll put it to the side. Let's do this one real quick. Oh, that is just scrumptious. Is it okay that I think that a card is scrumptious? One, 2. If you say buckle my shoe. So you saw how we have used these, what were stitching cards, now renamed piercing cards, with his custom-made kits just for us. Piercing dies are all the rage. But what if you just want to make something? I love it with the blue. Oh my gosh. Okay, last one. And I thought this was my favorite one, but now I'm not so sure that I've got the blue one done, because I love it with the blue. They're affordable. They're easy. You have options whether you use an ink, or you use a Marabou crayon, or a gelato, or a Tim Holtz Distress crayon, or you use luster wax. What do you have in your crafty arsenal to make it work? It's striking on this green. And I didn't even pop it all up yet. So remember, we started way back here, where we inked it just using inks. Then we moved to here, where we played with the Marabou crayons. And then we came over here, where we pulled our luster wax to give that beautiful metallic finish. You choose. You get to make at least 6 cards per kit. At least 6. If you're good, you're gonna make a whole lot more than that. Maybe some of them you ink, and then some of them you use some Marabou on, and then some of them you pull out your luster wax. It's all up to you. See, and it just added that little hint of purple into that charcoal. Just that little hint of purple, and just kind of mixing and matching. It's all doable. And it's easy, it's fun, and affordable. When you can make at least 6 or more cards for $7, man, you can't get a better price than that. Not even if you go to the dollar store, because you're still spending $1 a card. Do they even do $1 a card anymore? Is it $1.25? And these are handmade. So what do you think? The kits I think are wonderful, and I have to give a big shout out to Rock and Remco because they did these exclusively for us. That's a lot. That's a lot to do, to put all of this together, bundle it, coordinate it. Woo, there goes my shimmer. Coordinate it and get it to us for you. That is why they can't be a go forward product, because I can't 3 months from now tell him I need 2 of kit number 3. They have to do these all at one time. Bundle them all, print them all at one time, cut them all at one time, bundle them at one time. But man, and look at that piercing. Looks like you sent it through a die cutting machine, but you didn't. And if you're not crazy about the kits, we have just the piercing cards. Maybe you have leftover decoupage from who knows when. I have got 10 different piercing cards, and I want to say they're $3.99 for 6, maybe? Is that about right? $3.99 for 6, and if you do the I Want It All, we're throwing in the Tim Holtz piercer in case you want to try that. Because, well, Tim's got a live going, and we thought we'd be supportive of Tim Holtz. Wahoo kachoo. It's all about supporting each other, right? And his pick from Sizzix is a great little pick. We thought since it's a Tim day, we'll embrace the Tim. All right, you guys. So I have got tons of samples to show you. Let me show you what's on sale first. Wow, have I made a mess, but yay for my mess. These are beautiful. We're gonna have to take these downstairs and finish them. So what's on sale? I will have the daubers and the blending because you're gonna need them. If you don't already have them, it comes 2 daubers for like $5.50 or $5.75, and a blending, the extra blenders are $5.75. So we'll put those on sale. We have them on sale a lot because I use them a lot. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. We will put all the colors of Luster Wax on sale. There will not be an I Want It All. And the newest color is charcoal. If you have all the others, here's your new best friend. And next week, I think I'm doing ivory. It's either next week or the week after. I think. Until I come up here and play, you just never know what's going to happen. So that's on sale. The blending tools are on sale. Gosh, we just had these on sale. Should I leave these on sale for you? I think our order's already shipped, but I think I ordered enough that I can do a few more sets of these. Not a ton because our order's already shipped so that we can work on expedited orders, but I think I can do a few more sets of these. And then we've got, am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Let me wipe down my hands, otherwise I'll get my fingerprints all over these cards. Oh, there's my other pop dots. I knew I'd find them at some point. So, wash my hands. That way it's hopefully not everywhere. Wipe them off on my pants. Okay, so I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, let's talk about set number 1. So we played with set number 1 today. It was the first thing we played with. Let me show you some of the cards. So here. This is set number 1. Here. Here. Aren't those colors just yummy? Oh my gosh, look at this one. Here, yes, it comes with the little butterflies. This is set number 1. Do they go this way or this way? I'm not sure that that's facing right, but I could be, you know what? I am not the botanist or the floral person. I have no idea. I'm not going to even question. Look at this one. That's just using the kit. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Not even the piercing cards. And here, took the piercing card and cut the pot out of it. Look at how stunning is that. This is kit 1. All right, kit 2. Kit 2, set 2. Let me show you what's in set 2. Look at how pretty is that. Are you loving the colors just kind of randomly everywhere? They're happy. Oh, okay, look at this. This is dreamy, and look at tiny little pearls. Tiny little pearls accent it on the stitching or on the piercing. That's kit 2. Kit 3, I told you there's a lot. Oh, come on, don't lose kit 3. Hello, kit 3. Oh, wait, the last of kit 2. Isn't that happy? Yep, set 2. Okay, set number 3. These are great for summer. What a great way to spend an afternoon with the kids or grandkids or spouse or best friends. It doesn't make a mess. You don't need liquid adhesive. You can, if you want, do the mats, so all they have to do is tape them on down if scissors are an issue, because everything else just pops right on out. This is set 3. Aha, here they die cut a window out of the center of a piercing sheet and then used for corners. How clever are they? Very smart. This is one of our cards. Very smart. I'm pretty sure this is one of our cards. Really, really smart girls. Oh, and here we have it again. Look at where it took an oval, cut the oval out of the center to make a window, fussy cut the design on out. Well done, you. This is set 3. Then we come to set 4. I told you it was a lot. Set 4. Rock and Remco's like, I've got 6 sets I want to do. And I'm like, 6? And he said, yes. And you can't squash his heart. No. It's like, okay, 6 it is. This is set number 4. Oh my gosh, look at the color on this. Love, love, love the colors. Here, die cut. And then the stitching on the back. Love, love, love the colors. And Rock and Remco's design team, they're like, what do you want us to do with these? Now they said it in a different language, so it wasn't quite like that. But they've been selling these piercing cards. Here we've die cut a window. It's piercing card on the outside to make a frame. Smart, smart, smart. They've been selling these cards for a long time and never thought to try and ink them. Just turn them upside down, turn them backwards. Paper's got 2 sides. Okay, and then set 5. Oh, I should have probably played with set 5. Ooh, just from looking at the florals, I love it already. So you can take this as far as you want. You can keep it as easy as you want, and you can move it right down the creative line until you have it bears no resemblance to what it started with, which is kind of how adding the luster wax makes these. They bear no resemblance to how they started. Look at it, it's just perfect right there. How they started. You may start with kit number 1 and be, okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple and keep them easy and no big deal. Oh, and see here, she's added the luster wax, the rainbow luster wax to the white to give that interference purple when you move it. Now, when you look at it straight on, you don't see it. You have to move it before it comes. Yeah, see, that's beautiful. So you may start out just easy peasy. You're a brand new crafter. You see this, it looks like you can do it. You think you can do it. You get through kit number 1 and start on kit number 2, or this is set number 6. And then you start to take a little bit of creative license with it, and you're like, what if I did this? And how about if I tried that? And I guarantee you, by the time you finish your sets, whether you buy 1, 2, 3, 4, you look at your beginning card and your ending card, or your beginning layout, because certainly you can use this for a mat. Why wouldn't you use this to mat a picture in the middle? Why wouldn't you? Of course. You look at your beginning and then your end and see the progression of your creative growth. It's only paper. These would be beautiful on layouts. This would be beautiful on layouts. These would be your embellishments on layouts. You could use these as your embellishments. You could use these for your mats, your sentiments. You've got this. Together, you, me, and then you are my happy. You really are my happy. This is my happy place to be. This one's a good one to end on, actually. But I'm looking for, is that the same one? Oh, it's out of the same, it is the same one. Totally different looks. Completely different looks. Now, I didn't embellish all mine up, and they've got it all decoupaged up. But totally different looks. Same set. This is set 6. All right, you guys. Holy smokes, artichokes. Let me tilt on back and let me tilt on up and say, if you ever bought a pair of pantyhose out of an egg, you are my people. If you ever bought a pair of pantyhose out of a big giant plastic egg, I get you right here. It was such a funny email, but I had to get them on board with what I wanted. And the only way to get them on board was to tell them my funny egg story, I won't tell you the whole story, but it's a funny story. So anyway, all right, you guys, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com with today's I Found It with Find It Trading class. And thank you to Find It Trading and Rock and Remco, because again, they did these kits exclusively for me. And that's a lot to ask. I ask, don't get me wrong, I always ask. But it's a lot to do on their behalf, and we so appreciate it. So if you saw something you liked here, you're gonna have to find it, unfortunately, here at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I do know that Find It Trading is carried by other independent retailers. I don't know how, the decoupage, you might be able to pop in and pick up a few sheets of just the decoupage, or maybe No, probably not the piercing cards because those did those just for me. But I know Find It Trading is out there. So if you want to go look for it at your local independent, go look for it. And if not, then come online. And if you love the kits, well, we've got the kits for you. And if you love just the piercing sheets, the toppers, the card bases, you ready to go and you want to just ink them or marabou them or luster wax them because you've got decoupage at home that you haven't used yet, well, we've got those for you as well. So I guess that's about it for today. Don't forget that we do have all of the Tim Holtz. I think we still have it available. I won't know until until I'm done. We put it on sale the minute it could go on sale, but we do have the Stampers Anonymous product available and it is on sale and there is free gifts to go with it. So until Monday, when I see you for our next Make It Monday event. It is me, which is a great event too. 5 p.m. Sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. But until then, you guys have a super weekend, and thank you for spending this time with me. This is my only craft time. This is it. This is what I get, and I am so glad I spend it with all of you. If you are part of the live chat every Saturday morning, well, thanks for being my good friend. I appreciate it. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. I always like to see that number go up, up, up. I'm trying to get to 200,000 by the end of the year. It is not, I don't think it's feasibly, it can't happen. It's not, the feasibility of it is slim. Is that the right term? Am I using that word? It's not feasible. I don't think it's feasible to get to 200,000 by the end of the year, but a girl's got to have a goal, right? All we can do is try. Okay, you guys, I will see you on Monday, and thanks so much. Bye, everybody. It's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye.